Hey, welcome back to the Chammy, the only channel on YouTube where you can get a professional tarot card reading from a haunted house and a creepy graveyard from a haunted chick like me with really, really, really cute birds today. I put on some Mozart and they all started singing. They just went absolute bonkers. It was so cute. I'm going to put some food up in the bird feeders for them. There's one right here. I'll fill that one first. Doing live free tarot today, first 15 to 20 minutes. Also doing paid readings. We've got the $5 taco box. It's $5, 3 questions, 5+ cards. You can also get a $10 past present future reading. Or pretty much, it's kind of like the $10 ones, kind of like 2 $5 taco boxes. You can also get a general reading for $15. They start at $15, 15+ cards. Hey Sophie, welcome back to the channel. I'm just about to feed the birds. Just hanging out with Addison in another chat. Hanging out on a Sunday afternoon. People driving by the house real slow. It's kind of creepy. I love it when I'm outside too. I'm so glad that we can go outside again. It's really awesome. You can get this bird food. I need to get some mealworms too at some point for the chickadees. Because the wild birds like the birdseed, like the singing birds and stuff, but then the little chickadees, they like the mealworms. 2 of them were trying to get in the house the other day. I don't know why. I'm wondering if they have a nest in a wall or something. They usually make nests out here, but I don't really have any plants out right now for them too. I did a live on the iPad earlier. That was interestingly different. I certainly don't want to see another. See another bird feeder over here too. I guess they ate all the soot that I put out in the winter, so I'll have to get some more of that. See, the thing about birds and animals is they will literally try to stay where they were born and return to it every time. So sometimes you see very confused animals, like in a parking lot, because they've been there for years, and then they build a huge building and they don't know what to do or where to go. So it's important to I feel it's important to help them eat. I mean, I live in a wildlife habitat, so they're all protected here. I can't imagine what it's like for them outside of here. I have a third one I got to fill on the other side. Be right back. If you guys have any free questions, feel free to put a free question in. We still got about 10 minutes or so on free questions. Hey, Monica. How are you, babe? Hey, Margaret. It's nice to see you again. I always like to throw a bunch of seed out on the ground because there's also birds that come around that they only eat picking seed up off the ground like the doves. I'll just save the rest of it for them for later. And I'll get their mealworms for them when I go back out later tomorrow. Oh, thank you. So I would say that it's more like a lanai, which is like the same thing, but a porch, a covered porch with the stuff you see. Yeah, thank you. I love it too. I love my haunted house. I am looking forward to having my own someday. Tourists. Did you just hear a spirit box? Probably. It's not mine though. Oh, you messaged Eliana today about her drummer getting her stuff. Want to make sure she's on board with that. I'm sure she is, and that was her idea, but she hasn't responded back. Because that's how she manipulates people, through communication and the phone. Hi, cutie pie. I put some seed out for you. Don't be shy. It's a squirrel. Thank you, honey. I appreciate you saying that. I'm grateful for, I'm very grateful to be able to keep it as a roof over my head for sure. Oh my God, this squirrel is precious. Yeah, I like squirrels too. Just gonna eat some seed. I think I might have lost 2 or 3 of them over the last month. People going too fast up and down the street. So I'm thinking about getting together with the neighbor over there across the street and seeing if he wants to throw down on with me on some road bumps. The city won't do it. Before I do invest that kind of money, I'm going to research the laws about it because, I mean, they're for sale on Amazon. I smell a cigarette, a nasty cigarette. Oh yeah, we've got lots of chipmunks around here. I like to call the chipmunks chippies. And the chipmunks are so cute. I just love the squirrels and the chipmunks. There was a big mama in this tree back here. Wait, not this one, but this one back here. This tree here. Oh, hey, hi kitty pie. There's another one. She got herself a blueberry or something, I guess. Dad maybe threw some blueberries out there for me. Is that good? You like it? Yeah. I guess I've lived with these squirrels and their family for the last 10 years. Okay, let's get to your question, Metal Rain. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm doing blah, blah, blah. I don't know if you're still there, Metal Rain, but let's find out what you need to know. Spirit, what does Metal Rain need to know about the message from Eliana? Well, okay, Monica, I'll look. So, yeah, she'll respond back. Might be immature. But she will in that Page of Wands. What's making you hesitant to communicate with the drummer? Oh my god, and now the 2 squirrels are chasing each other. Crazy. Okay, Marguerite. Will you get on a date soon? Spirit, will she get a date soon? Will Margaret get a date soon? Spirit says yes. And they could be someone that you find that you have, it's like going to be love at first sight. You're going to feel this love at first sight kind of feeling. Or the date could be with someone that you feel that way about. Sophie, I'll get there in a moment. I'm just going to pick up these cards to sell. Oh, okay. I'm back in. Monica, did you have a question? Gotta be sneeze. Excuse me. Will Dee come to see Sophie this year? Will Dee come? I think you've asked this before. Does he want to still come see her? There was a card that just flipped over. I'm trying to see which one it is. 1 second. Okay, maybe there wasn't a card that flipped over, but I swear there was. I just saw it flip over. Was I dreaming? I did sneeze. Okay, let's just try again, Sophie. Oh, well, does Dee still want to come and see her? Yes, he does still want to come and see you. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, I know. Squirrels and ferrets you're not allowed to have as pets in California. It's one of the reasons that the owner from Arctic Fox moved here to the south, because you can have going to move because I don't want to scare you because you're trying to move. Now in Georgia, it's a little different, but I think in Tennessee, you can have ferrets as pets, and in Georgia, but not squirrels or chipmunks. Did I forget anybody else's question? Hi, Live in the Vita Laura. How are you, babe? I just saw your message. Welcome back to the channel. So I got Monica. Did you have a question there? Okay, has Mohit joined Dr. Pradeep's hypnosis course? Let's ask that question. Did this person, the specific person that Monica's asking about, join to keep an eye on her? Did he join to keep an eye on her? Okay, what's your question, KV? Go ahead and put it in there. So yes, he not only joined it because he wants to be more successful at learning something that he's interested in, but also to keep an eye on you. Sorry about shouting because of the damn jet plane going over. I'm going to have to get some corn for the guys when I go out, for the squirrels when I go out. You're welcome, Monica. Sorry about having to shout, but that plane came over. Spirit, well, Jim and, will they overcome their differences? You got the Wheel of Fortune. This is a yes. I feel like you guys will spend a life cycle together. You might even spend your life cycle together overcoming many differences. But because I don't know what your limiting beliefs and circumstances are in regards to your situation, I'm not sure how to help you other than, you know, what I could give you today from a free reading. It just depends on what you keep telling yourself. You know, do you want to keep having these differences? I should go in the front yard and look for a 4-leaf clover. Do you want to keep having these distances with him? Then stop telling yourself that, okay, sweetheart? Keep telling yourself, oh, we've overcome them. So maybe next time you ask a question, ask, what will it be like now that we've overcome these differences? Or maybe ask, what is it that needs to be done to overcome these differences? If you do get a free question from someone else, or you do pay for a reading from them or me or whatever you feel comfortable with, okay? Okay, so Monica, that's a limiting belief that you're in no contact. We both are in contact. You are not separate. Oh my God, this girl's so cute. I don't think I've ever been 3 feet, 4 feet away from a squirrel. But stop saying you're in no contact, because the more that you say that you're in no contact, the more you're going to be in no contact. Laura, are you feeling any better? How you doing, babe? It is 66 degrees here. I know someone with a hedgehog as a pet, but those are not legal here in California. So to have a pet as pets either. Yeah, I know. Same in Georgia. I had one anyways. I'm not going to just let it die or get into the wrong hands because it's illegal. I acquired one because somebody went to jail. And, you know, animal rescue wouldn't rescue it, so I did. Unfortunately, it died. But you could never pay me to go out and have another hedgehog as a pet. Sorry. And anyone and everyone who has one, God bless you for what you go through to take care of them. But anyone who's out there that maybe is producing them to bring in income, you should be ashamed of yourselves. Because the hedgehog is actually, they've got the European hedgehog, and then they've got the, the hedgehog in general that you see in pet stores or that you see with people that they own them. They're a hybrid. It's nothing that was made naturally in the wild. So it takes after its predecessors. I don't know if that's even the correct word. I kind of probably just sound stupid saying that, but it takes after the two breeds of porcupine that they use to create the hedgehog. I know that there's Middle Eastern hedgehogs and there's European ones, but having a hedgehog at home, it's just not right. They belong outside. They should only belong to people who want to care for that kind of mess every day. So the person that has that hedgehog, God bless them. I spent 3 years cleaning shit every day, all day. Pardon my French, YouTube. It was terrible. She'd get on the wheel all night long and piss and shit herself all day, all night. And it's like there was no enjoyment in it. Thank goodness she was a nice hedgehog, and you could hang out with her and she was sweet. But it's like that wasn't enough because you can't play with it. You can't touch it too much because it hurts. It will bite you if it doesn't like something or gets scared. It's not like you can't play with it like a dog. You can't play with it like a cat. You can't even, you can't even have fun with it like a hamster or even a ferret or a rat or a chinchilla. Lisa the chinchilla, you can put it on a ball and watch it walk around and play with it. It'll sit, it'll hang out. Hedgehog just sits there and it's like a queen on its throne, sucking the very life out of your soul while you're caring for it until it dies. I don't know why anybody would want a pet like that. I hear puppy paws. Okay, Mendel Rain, come back later for Sunday Night Film Noir. I'm not sure what I'm going to show yet because YouTube doesn't like it when I show movies anymore. So I keep the sign on my door. It says, "Love you more." Not just because I want people who drive by to see that this house is full of nothing but love despite the circumstances and the fucking, pardon my French. I also do it in memory of my friend Melanie, who died on March 23rd, 2020. I'm going to be doing a concert here on YouTube and Instagram on 3/23. I believe it's next Sunday. Yep, next Saturday. So next Saturday, I'm going to be doing live music show and tarot and I'll be doing it here on YouTube. I'll be doing it on Instagram. You know, kind of as like a memorial to her. Let's see, how long has she been gone? 4 years. It's weird. Also, my mom's been gone 10 years this year. But you know, it doesn't really feel like they're gone anymore. So I'm hoping that I can help more people as a death doula understand that despite the fact that your friends and family don't have rental cars, or despite the fact that your favorite pet doesn't have a rental car, they will return you. They chose you from the beginning, and so they will always return. Okay, and it would be awesome to like be able to help people. I mean, you're probably going to always cry over a loved one you lost, but wouldn't it feel better just to know that they're still there? Or to know that they will be coming back to you physically, or to know that you've always chosen each other, life after life after life. Yeah, it will be exciting to do some music stuff next week. KV, are you in Europe? Oh yeah, and doing the whole ghost hunting thing really helps me to confirm that for sure. Okay, yeah, you're in UK, like my best friend Nikki, who's the head moderator of this channel, but she hasn't been around because she's been helping her mom move from the Isle of Wight. She's so funny. We just did a Zoom, and she's like, you wouldn't believe the things that they can put on that ferry. She's like, with 10 cars, a rocket, a circus. I was like, wow. I was like, wow, it's just amazing. A rocket, a circus, cars. She's like, I don't know how the damn thing floats. She's talking about the ferry from IOW to UK. I just love the history. I got more into the history of the UK when I realized for the first time in my life about 5 or so years ago that I have a tri-citizenship. Not only am I a citizen of the United States of America, but also the UK and the Greek island of Cyprus. So I started to learn more about what can I do business-wise, what can I do like living-wise, like what are my options, the things that I can do with these citizenships. And it's been quite interesting learning all about like, you know, the history of it. I sound like a total nerd. I mean, I really do. I could really geek out on some of the history. But I don't know. It's just, I don't know. There's just something about knowing where we all came from, how it happened, what happened, how much we have evolved and how much we have not evolved, actually. I feel like we have, even though despite the fact that we have the internet and we have computers and we have technology the way that we do, that's the only difference between now and medieval times is the medicine, the science, and the technology. If you took all the medicine, the science, and the technology away, we would still be most likely in medieval times. The only thing that really makes it modern is the fact that we have those three things to make it through the day. But I mean, even just with a click of a button, that could all be wasted away. It could be lost. So I'm like one of these people that likes to encourage, you know, keep your own history books at this time. You know, what's important for you to make sure people will remember that might not be stuck on the internet. I just know that I just know that I feel like at some point in time, you know, all this could get wiped away. So it's important to keep building upon that medieval thought of, well, you know, things could change. Make sure that if you've got businesses that are online, that if something was to happen to the internet, you'd still have that business. You know, either you could communicate with people through USPS or even just email or phone. If you have family and friends, make sure you get their real address and their phone number. You know, even if it's just people online you've never met that you care about. Okay? Because you never know what's going to happen. The world is so uneasy right now. Oh my God, it's so cool digging into history. I've only gone back about 1,000 years in the UK history. Of course, I've always been well educated in the Greek history. And then American history is a little bit strange to me because there are some things that they don't talk about, but then there are some things that they do talk about. And our education system over here is so 1956 still, despite. And I'm sorry, but 1956, I think even 1980s was still kind of a little bit of medieval times. I think we've only propelled into modern advanced. Oh my God, these squirrels are so cute. Yes, I said you're cute. She must feel incredibly safe with me around because she's only like 3 feet away from me eating. And then her partner's over there and really wants to come over. And she just keeps chasing him away from the food. It's so funny. Okay. Oh. Careful. Careful. Please be careful. I mainly want to get those speed humps to protect them because I'm just so sick of finding them dead in the street. There's no reason for anyone to be driving over 15 miles an hour on that road. Yeah, the specific year, it's so interesting. Like, I don't know how much you know about the history from UK, but my God, just to think about how in 100 years, the War of the Roses, the 100-Year War, to think about how many men died, 50,000 in one day, in one battle. So basically what happened, and I didn't know this until more recently, this really kind of broke my heart. So y'all were wiped out by the Saxons. Complete genocide. Pretty much. Completely wiped out by the French. That's how your monarchy started. Kind of scary, huh? To think that, there's probably little to no real true English blood. And I haven't gotten too much into Ireland or Scotland too much. I just know that the Saxons came to the UK, came to Britain, came to the British Isles, came to England, and completely almost wiped you guys out. Yeah. But your monarchy has been on the throne for 500 years. And starts with the Woodvilles. And Jaquetta Woodville and her husband, Mr. Rivers. Hi, sweetheart. Aren't you cute? Oh my God, now she's 2 feet away from me. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. There's really cool channel. I'll tune you into 2 channels that I really like on YouTube that I like to watch before I go to bed at night, before I do my hypnotic meditations. One is called The History Squad, and that guy's pretty cool. He's an older chap, handsome fella, smart, seems smart, intelligent, pretty much knows his stuff. I think he even said he's a bowman. I'm just going to give you I found his channel because I was doing some research for a book I'm writing. Because I'm writing a book about my neighborhood. And it spans 3-4 centuries. And when it's a trilogy, I kind of want to expand upon a bunch of different history and make sure at least the history in my fictional books is true or close to being true. But here's the History Squad channel. You might find some interesting stuff on it. Right now, he's going through, the 100-Year War and explaining the battles. And it's so cute because he gets miniatures. I think he may have even made some of the miniatures by hand. and shows reenactments through miniatures. And that was another thing that attracted me to the Chammy, but his channel, the Chammy, it's a really bad habit. The one thing that attracted me to his channel is the fact that he does those miniature versions of certain specific historical moments. And that's how I used to do my book reports at school. You know how they give you a book to read and you got to do a book report and you'd write it. So what I would do is I would do a miniature art piece of artwork of my books of my book report, and then tell the story while sharing the little miniature of the story, you know, the book report that I wrote, reading it out to the class or the school or whatever. So that's how I did my book reports. So my mom would help me, you know, put together the pieces, like just glue them and put them together and things like that. Because I mean, I was little and I really enjoyed it. She'd help me carry the whole thing to class. So I really liked his channel because he does those. He does those little miniature versions of things. And I found his channel because I was looking up stuff about Jack the Ripper. And then I was absolutely enthralled by like somebody actually talking about the actual women or people, the victims. So that was very interesting to find out about from him. And look at the other channel too, because I was just watching, I think it's called Recalling History, or maybe it's, let's see, it's called, okay, here it is, History Calling. I love the way that she tells her stories. I'm going to share this channel with you too. So I am subscribed here as well. Yep, she did. She was a computer scientist and a nurse. She's pretty cool. She was also a musician. She played drums. She was a singer, songwriter. You're so welcome, KV. I hope that you enjoy those chammies. Let him know I sent you. Not that they know who I am, but Kevin might at the History Squad. I just joined not too long ago. Man, I want to build a miniature with him now. I just love doing that kind of stuff, and I haven't done it in so long that I was actually thinking about maybe just doing it for fun in the not too distant future. I don't know what story I would tell. If I had the cash to do it, maybe I would do Ostata. I'm definitely going to be putting that story out again this Easter, but I'm going to remake the video for it, or remake some parts of the video, because I don't want to get a copyright strike or a warning again. It gave me a warning for showing a movie the other night that is in public domain. What I should have done is I just should have showed the pieces of it instead of showing the whole thing, but They said they warned me, but they didn't. Instead, they warned people who were watching it. When I told them I didn't get any of the warnings, because there's so many glitches with YouTube, they completely didn't. They just completely they completely put they what was the word they used? They used no, they rejected my appeal. They probably didn't even read my appeal. But yeah, I hope you enjoy those channels. Keep me updated if you find anything interesting you want to talk about or you got a question about. I probably know it. One of the ways that I got really into getting into also, there's that little squirrel behind me. Yeah, there she is. Is because I started watching The White Princess and the White Queen a long time ago with my mom. Then I decided to start picking it up again after she'd passed away. And I just thought the history of Jaquetta Woodville and her daughter, Elizabeth Woodville, it was so impactful to learn about them and see what they were like, see how history portrayed them, and then to find that like they had areokinesis was interesting to me because I have areokinesis, and this is something that people do where like it's just like manifesting. You're controlling the weather with your feelings and your thoughts. So you might want to check that out too. Supposedly they're descendants of a mermaid. Pretty interesting stuff. And still to this day, they are the godmothers, the mothers of the monarchy. I mean, I think that it's been 14 generations since Queen of Scots and Elizabeth the First. But yeah, interesting stuff. I mean, and sadly, rightfully to this day, I still believe that Mary definitely should have been. She was the rightful queen of England, and what they did to that woman, what they did to her, it's terrible. I do think it was very sweet and kind and loving, the relationship that Elizabeth the First and Mary, Queen of Scots, had. The fact that they never met face to face, they just wrote each other romantic letters as cousins. And the fact that she took care of her for 20 plus years. But the way that society, the way the men in their lives did them both was even worse. Pinning them against each other, plotting against both of them, getting them to plot against each other. My God, sickening. And then in the end, them getting Elizabeth all high and fucked up to get her to sign some paper to say cut her head off. I'm sorry, but at the end of the day, nobody's ever going to convince me that Elizabeth I signed that paper to have Queen Mary's head cut off. You can't convince me. You just can't convince me. Okay, some person out there who obviously, is also remembered in our history, probably just wrote it that way. Just can't convince me, though. You don't take care of somebody for 20 years in the laps of luxury despite them being in a prison. She had everything she needed. She was taken care of. She could go where she wanted, see who she wanted, as long as she was watched after. You don't spend that much money on somebody for 20 plus years and then just cut their head off. It's not, no. Women are not like that. I'm sorry. Sorry. I'm very inspired by these women in our history and have been like my whole life. I even how they call Elizabeth I the Virgin Queen of England. I call myself the Virgin Queen of rock and roll, and I love how she didn't take a partner, didn't take a husband, didn't take somebody, because she knew that they would try to take what little she did have or what she did have away from her. And when she did have a partner, it was very private and personal and kept secret. And that's just the way I like it too. It's my kind of love, the kind that leaves me alone. I'm just kidding, but I mean, it always feels good to have a partner that protects your privacy, protects you, and cares about your dreams. And she obviously did have that, Elizabeth I. But I still feel like she was manipulated, and so is Queen Mary of Scots. I feel like if they hadn't had men dominating over, what they felt was right or wrong for either one of them, I feel like they both could have ruled the British Isles and been partners themselves, even though they were cousins. I'm pretty sure, 120% sure, if one of them had been a man, they would have gotten married. And we would be calling them king and queen of, instead of what happened. But history changes. History was different. Our creator made it different, made it out to be different, and fortunately in modern advanced times, I think that history will not be rewritten. I think that history will not be the kind of thing that turns into what anybody wants it to be, just because they're rich or wealthy or were remembered. I think those days are gone. I mean, and then it just gets worse after Queen Elizabeth I. Then Charles I comes in. Then Charles II comes in. He gets his head cut off. Oh my God. And then on from there until pretty much Queen Victoria. That monarchy was a mess. And little did I know that possibly, until more recently when I found Kevin's channel at History Squad, that quite possibly Queen Victoria's son could have been Jack the Ripper. And still to this day, there's still the whole thing about the princes in the tower. Like, what happened to them 500 years later? People still want to know. So hopefully the British monarchy will give permission to DNA test if there's even any DNA left in the bones. But all very interesting history for sure. You should check it out, KV. I'll be right back, friends. I just need to get another drink. I'm back. Not sure if anyone is there, but I am back. I make a CBD salve. I wish that I could sell it on Etsy because it works so well. I make it here at home. Not sure what the laws are about it, but I don't think I can sell it. I have to have some permit that you have to pay $50,000 for here in Georgia. And then even if they don't accept your application, they won't refund you either. Or maybe it's $25K. I don't know. I've been recovering from a car accident, and my recovery process has been very, very slow. And I was just sitting here in tremendous pain. I went in to get a drink and get my CBD. Now I'm fine. I don't know what it is in this salve that makes it work so well. And I mean, this isn't like level 10 pain or anything. It's about a 1, 2, 3. I did take some Tylenol. But yeah, I think you'll love those channels. Just start with anything that looks interesting to you. You know, some of the videos are 10 minutes long. Some of them are up to an hour long. I always like a good bedtime story. So I picked history to listen to before bed because I'm going to be going there. I froze. I'm trying to raise up money. I can take my dad to see his sister who's in England. She's been fighting leukemia for 10 years. She lives in London. We're from Finchley. The family is probably been there for decades now. But I would like him to see her. And then I'm going to take him to see his family in Cyprus. So I've got to make some power moves before I do that. But I'd like to do that this year. I thought I'd just catch up on my history before I come over and visit y'all in England pretty soon. I know Molly's going to be in England on Tuesday. I don't know if you've met Molly, but she's another moderator here on the Chammy. She literally paid $200 to get a flight there because she works for a airline. So I'm really excited for her. Maybe she'll go with us on the next trip. DHL? Maybe this is my package. It'd be so nice if it was my package. Hey, Texas Toast. How are you? Oh, it's not my package. It's DHL for someone else. I was supposed to get a package yesterday, and the post office did not deliver it. And then today I went to check on the package, and it's like, that tracking number is invalid. So probably someone stole my package. Oh, you just missed Laura not too long ago. In 5 minutes of pop-up. She might have gone to take a nap. I know that she went out dancing not too long ago and was very tired from that. She had to get up and go to work too. She was here for 5 minutes, so not too long ago. I still need to do a tarot reading for her. We keep missing each other like two ships in the night. I'm gonna go get Ruby so she'll calm down. Oh, you just visited Grandma? Oh, okay, honey. Huh, I know they can be very depressing. Well, look at the dog. The dog will cheer you up. Punch like boxing? I'm not sure what you mean. Welcome to the Chammy, the only channel on YouTube where you can get a professional tarot card reading from a haunted house in a creepy graveyard. From a haunted chick like me with really, really cute dogs. Like Ruby. Thanks for the kiss, Nuts Goblin. Your dogs heard my dogs? Cool. You see the squirrels? Yeah? You see the bird? You see the bird. Oh, you see the person with the doggy? Yeah? You see Sophie? No barking. No, 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 no. No, no, no. No barking at your neighbors. What is it? What is it, really? You like outside? Do you have to go pee-pee? Hmm? What about boo-boos? You gotta go boo-boo? No? Birds. The birds. Birdie bears. I don't know if the straw just moved because there's a ghost trying to drink out of it, or the wind moved it. That's weird. Shall we make Alfredo for dinner? Yeah. Yeah, I got Ruby. It's probably going to be cold tonight. So I'll have to bring in some of the plants. Baby.
It's almost 6. Are you going to take a break?
Yeah, I'm going to take a break because we're going to go and get a few things at the store.
What do we need really? We were yesterday. What do you need?
Oh, I just need to get some cheese for what I'm going to make for dinner.
What do you make?
And some milk.
Come on, Rooney.
I'm going to make Alfredo. Because you can eat Alfredo and you should have a nice big fattening meal. It's healthy for you because you're not going to get to eat till Wednesday or Tuesday, I mean.
Come on. Let's go.
Oh, you too, sweetheart. You stay safe. You have a good night. I'm probably going to end the live here in a minute because he's walking the dogs and I need to go up to the market to get a few things for dinner because I'm going to make Alfredo for dinner. Yeah. So get some rest. Sweet dreams when you get there. I'm going to put Ruby back inside if she's safe.
That's two bees still on this chair. I'm wondering what's so sweet.
They might just think it's a flower.
It's not done.
Can they bees be that silly? Yes. They'll fall asleep in plants
Okay, she's done.
like
Come on,
field
Ruby.
mice.
Come on, Lisa.
Okay, I'm gonna do
I
a free
started
click.
working my carpet and
Uh-huh.
the machine pick up something.
Really?
I think pick up the shoelace from my shoe. It starts smelling rubber and I
I
turn it
smelled
off.
that, yeah. Okay.
Smell. I turn it off to cool down. We're gonna need a new thing, right? So you didn't
Okay.
replace it for too long.
All right. Well, I'm gonna just like
Inside, guys.
I don't know.
Inside. Come on.
Like finance a vacuum cleaner.
You immediately came up to here? The smell?
Yeah, when I walked in, I could smell it. I need to figure out what to do about this hair. It's horrendous. I know it looks great on the live, but if you saw it in true color, you might not be too happy with it either. Some parts of it just look like this rusty brown color. I don't like it. Or Barney purple. I gotta change it. I don't know what to do. I'm going to go. I'll be back later for Sunday night noir film, tarot, free counseling sessions. If anybody needs a paid reading or has a question they want to ask the tarot, please do it now because I'm going to go. So Spirit says lots of love to you. Spirit's watching over you, helping you every day feel that cup of love. Also, I froze. Spirit says there's going to be an opportunity for many of us, if not all of us, to manifest and bring in some more cash, and emotional financial security in that Ace of Pentacles. So we've got Ace of Cups, love, emotional, financial security. This is the message of today. Do things that are making you feel this good. You're lucky to be here in this 10 of Pentacles. Enjoy it. You were sent here to have fun. I'll be back in a little bit. Protection. Wow, that was on the bottom of the deck for a liminal space deck. I'll be back around later, guys. Love and light bright. Talk to you soon. Ciao.